No, nada.
Neta.
No fun.
Ah, well.
No, you're not seeing the guys. Don't be crazy. All right. We're gonna make it so I can see first. Whoops. See, that's number. Come on, look at this. There we go. I didn't say mine. So that's good. Well, everybody. Hmm. I am trying to find a pattern for flowing plants. Pattern like for a woven, but I'm not having a ton of success with it. Want something pretty laggy. Okay, I'll go always finding what I'm looking for is proving. So I may have to make my own pattern. Hi, Leo. Where's going? So I need to work on the projects I already have going. But my brain has been locked onto this finding hair and bands pattern, and I just can't find what I'm looking for. It's driving me nuts. So I think I'm just gonna have to make my own at this point. Maybe if I can finish this pair of pants, I can look at making hair and pants. I'm not gonna be making the traditional like fabric type of hair and pants. I have dinosaur fabric. I have 8 yards of dinosaur. And I know one thing I'm doing is I have two sets of four, I think, if I'm correct. And I think I know what I'm gonna do with one pair. I'm gonna make overall type things, and then I'm going to make a pair of pants. But I wanted to do like a harem pant style thing if I can. What's my God? If I don't wanna waste the time. So I'm gonna have to do some research, I think, on if they're really not hard. I have seen a few videos on it. They're not very much. What so like as far as patterns, I'll be able to do it pretty easily. But you do have to kind of build it off of different pants a little bit. But I'm either finding what I like pattern wise, but not with the fabric type that I have. I have a woven fabric, and every pants pattern I find right now works for knit fabric. I don't want to do knit right now. I don't have knit right now, but I'm also looking for like harem pant with a closed leg that's not. So I just want to be able to put elastic in the leg and call it good. Partner has a pair of them that I like the style of. I'm like, oh, you want to make a pattern for that? Like, no, because your pants are way smaller than mine. So I'm gonna have to make a pair of pants. This is not bad. Hi, Leo. My love. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come. He's like, no, bitch. I'm staying over here. Okay. My hair looks just like right now. I am in need of a haircut, but we are going to be cutting everything down to the same length because I want to grow it out again from the whole thing. Got a lot of length right there. This has been like a couple of years of growth. But I kind of want to reset where, at the very least, where my undercut, well, where the shave starts. I would like to reset this and all that jazz. So we're gonna have to, in order to reset everything, I'm gonna have to cut it and grow it out again. There you come. Hello, Mike. Just come and say hi. Come here. Is everything in your? Oh, we have to get my feeding tube ready before I do anything else. I'm so not wanting to do feeding tube stuff right now. Come on. Yeah. Oh, baby. Yeah, we just gotta step over it. And step over it. Come here. Yeah. Hello, hello. All right, sweet boy. He's finally not as clingy as he was last week, but he's still pretty clingy. I cleaned off my table next to my bed, and he is taking that as an invitation to just be able to add everything. Right. You're gonna have buddies over on Tuesday. You're gonna have your mini me. Yeah, you're gonna have your mini me over here. Our friends have to vacate their house for a couple days or a couple hours. Yeah. Uh, you've been on my stream. I've seen your thing on the stream. I recognize like at least some of the name and part of the picture. Hi, what are you doing? Can you not lick all my cords, please? You don't need to lick the cords. Are you doing moves? Ouch. That hurts. Yes, I know. But our friends have to get out of their house for a few hours on Tuesday, and they have cats and a dog, so they're gonna be over here. So for a very short time, we'll have five cats in the house. It'll be interesting to see if they get along or not. We've got the ability to kind of lock him in a different room if he's not comfortable with them. Right. Oh no. But our friend's cat is so like him, it's not even funny. They have three females and a male. Shit, one of their cats is empty. That'll be interesting. Okay. Um, what is a cheap option? Right now, there's not a lot of cheap options. Um, when it comes to decent diapers. Yeah, that's understandable. Um, right now, my like the best bang for my buck, I feel, is from Rears. Um, their stuff is all pretty dang good, and they're kind of the cheaper side of things, all things considered. You're spending like, depending on on the day. Also, they looking for sales and stuff like that. Recently, I was able to get the Inspires for like 100, little under 100 a case. Um, but right now, Relin GU is like 140 a case, which is not cheap. Um, but mostly everybody's going to be about 140 a case right now. You might find um, Random Genies kind of got some stuff. I've never really checked out their prices. Let's see what their prices are while we're sitting here. All right, because I'm curious. Land of Genie is an interesting company. They'll be on vacation. Oh, they're currently on vacation. Let me check their prices here for some of their. So currently their 4 packs are 134. I don't know if they do free shipping or not. Their 8 packs are 268. Everybody just went up in prices. Well, they have varying prices. I'm not sure exactly. No, 134. They're pretty average. Random Genie has some good stuff. Well, cute wise. I've never tested their diapers. I don't know because their diapers are not a size that I fit in currently. So I can't give them a try per se. Uh, would love it if they would come out with an XL. That would be amazing. But they have not done that so far. But Land Genie is pretty cool. They are primarily a manufacturer just selling stuff. Um, I've talked to them a little bit about like wholesale Binky prices from them, things like that. Which I do mean to get back into Binky soon, guys. That's just been crazy. Life has not slowed down. But you're looking at most cases of printed diapers. I don't know why I put that back up. Okay. Let me see. Rears right now. Winter Cub collections. Oh, man. See, like right now, the Winter Cups are $90 a case. Which is one I've been using. What gosh, that's adorable. Um, Winter Cup is really cute. I was also looking at a thing. Do they come? They have a three-way. They have flame with stuff. And extra, I understand. Like coming from and to something that's not cancer, I just been drained all the time. I would imagine so. You are very low. Leo, yeah, that's what she's gonna fucking get to this stuff. I have to start with the game too. But, but for, I finished up early this morning. Leo, please leave the blinds where they are. It's like what I would like to see outdoors. So he's gonna play it. I closed the blind because it's cold. And that keeps a little bit of heat in. I need to do a dressing change. We'll see. Wait, so oh, some ear draining quite a bit today. Holy shit! I did have coffee, so it's good. Finally, seems like my food has drained, which is going to be crazy. Just next month, we begin the route of quitting nicotine. It's just gotten so expensive, and so we're looking at quitting nicotine, which is a big, big, big commitment. My friend just said I'm gonna try to take a shower today. Oh, no, I might try to shower today. Was this is getting really. So we're thinking about cutting hair today too, but my partner is currently in D&D for a few hours, and I don't want to. I hate to change it and then take a shower. We're trying to cut my hair today. All right. We're gonna set up my feeding tube. I'm gonna come a little bit. Let it fall. Oh, we got a bunch of tests coming up this week because I am having a concerning thing go on. I was up to I said something. I said something already. You good, Leo? But we're kind of doing a little bit of we'll figure out if I have a master or something going on because I've had some lymphedema in the breast area and it's not comfy. And there's not a lot of reasons for that to happen, so we gotta figure it out. But my plan, if I can manage it, is to go south at some point. I have like 5 or 6 diapers to put together, like 10 covers to do. It's just a lot of shit that I need to do. So I need to get moving on my sewing stuff so that I can, you know, continue to do what I need to do. I have a bunch of pants to sew. Um, so yeah, it's a lot of shit to sew. Leo, what are you doing, buddy? You trying to get out? You good? Buddy, are you stuck? Hi. You good? You're cute. I'm all right. You're cute, but a bit of a butthead sometimes. Oh, it's dark. All right, let's put these together. No, you're gonna lay on my sewing stuff. Thank you. This stinks so bad. My formula is plant-based and it's made from pea protein and it just stinks. Mm. We'll get this done though. Get to, I think I need to find one of the smaller diapers and one of the bigger diapers to sew. Diapers don't take me that long to do, quite frankly. And I get to sew them with my new machines, so I'm happy about that. I think we'll probably serge them. Yes, don't necessarily know what I'm talking about, but I know what that's right. Yeah. Oh, no, you don't need to call me. You will find right there. Right. So there's your ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. Remember? The book. The dog food factory, which is awesome. It has a lot of things. Oh yeah, let's look at Alright, what are we doing here? Okay, keep settings, find the pump, put this in the end so it doesn't get water everywhere. Auto prime, roll out. There. Hi, ready to go through? Yeah. Oh, fine, perfect. Nice. Um, I don't have it in here to do so, but I'm gonna have to find my phone. There, I just realized that. Um, I see you, Leo. I need to do my thing, so I can't just pet you 24/7. I see you. Um, hello, baby. Oh, you have to stick this on and see how it goes. Kind of doesn't go while we slime it. That's good. A little bit. It's not any. I'll take this off in the morning. I did not flush it, which means it's probably gonna yell at me. Give it a little bit of time because with this. You're not typically. I don't really comment. Swing with them. That's yes. Guys. And for now, I'm trying to so I have it. It's not. It's gonna sit here for now. That was a little difficult. Okay. And this is gonna stuff right now. All right. Yeah. There we go. All right. Leah. All right. In your book. These are all garbage. I don't have a garbage bag over here right now. Well, actually, no, I missed. Hello, buddy. I need you to move. Unless we move a little bit, my guy. You're kind of in my what's in my pocket. Um, you know, I'm trying. We're not getting tipped. No way. I don't know it. Although that stays closed. Yeah, good enough. All right, Leo. Remember? Here you go. The difference would be about face. All the time. Thank you. We got fixed messages. These are spring loaded. They help avoid like issues with your tendons because I have tendonitis a lot. I've had that since I was a child. Thank you, EDS. All right. Those don't like to stay closed anymore. Leo, I need you to move. You are in my way, madam. What is this? Double center. Oh, I'm gonna email $500. Why do I owe them $500? What the strange thing? So they didn't even get for insurance. Well, the date, right. So that's right. Oh, they're just sending me that. I'm slowly paying them. I couldn't. I'm like, why are they sending me? Oh yeah, it's fine. All right. I gotta figure out which of these I need to grow which pattern because I have several different patterns. Two different patterns. That's a medium. If I ever to see one, it's gotta be a medium. That wing is really freaking short. So this is one, two. Nope, this is a new one. That wing is so short. I feel like I'm gonna have to lengthen these wings. And I might actually just do this because that looks a little bit. I don't know. I don't like the shortness. Now my cat's going off the B word. So, do they all have snaps in them? This is a new pattern. It should be new patterns at least. Um, These are not new patterns. This is medium or large. This is a nice size lesson to me. I was just extra bad. This would be the old pattern. Correct. So I want to check something here because I'm a little nervous of this pattern being too small, but it's supposed to be. Yeah. So now let's see how that's a little. It's about the same length. A little. Mine's a little. Why is that way? I don't know. Yeah, you're ridiculous. This is the old pattern. Hmm. This is the new. This is the old pattern. Okay, let's see in comparison. What is the difference in height of this? That's for me. Alright, are different. There's several ones. Okay, yeah, we should be okay with this. I might need to add on to the wing a little bit, which I can do because of my new machine. But I do want to make sure I have one of these and one of those ready to sew because I need to. So this is old pattern. I might have to work at making this the wings longer on the old ones. We'll see. I'm gonna make one without it, and then I'll do one with it. Let's see which one actually fits. This is a Old one. Well, let's do the old ones. This one is covered in Leo hair. Not the math. This is new pattern. Because that's four. Yeah, this is the new pattern. It's easy to tell those two apart because one has or seven steps and one has nine. He's been laying on this one all the time. You can tell. None of these are dyed yet. I will eventually dye them. This should be a new one. Really? What's the deal? What's the deal? Well, I need to see this one. Yeah. See, yeah, this is the new version. Okay. So there's one right here. Come on. Would you stop? I need my sewing surfaces. Okay, this. Yes. All different. Yeah. These ones are made with a microfiber. I'm not so sure I like fiber, but I mean, I like the microfiber, but I think we're having some trouble with it. This was definitely one for me. Are you? Yes, you are. Okay. So we'll take you and we're actually. Oh, and so do we have one on the fold? Not on the fold. Or one that is kind of on the fold. I mean, so so I'll have to do the prep work for that before I can show it. Which is awesome. Oh. I can look. I can look. Bring out your kind of hopefully I only have two of those. No, that's kind of they fit me still, it's just they don't fit me. That's everything here has snaps, which is really good. So that which means I have to can you not see I'm shaking my chair pretty well. Right, I need you to move, dude. Come on, go on. Nope, no, it's not. While I'm sitting here, I'm gonna just begin a little bitty process of some of these together so that I'm ready to just a little bit more. We're gonna be so this is one of my covers. Like a purplish color. It's kind of purplish blue. Um no, I still have to do like I have to work to do for all of it there. Oh I build it off the table and then it's the always leave it. I got so many to do, Leo. It's we have how many of these? Oh, you don't have a pin to hold your stuff together. I think that's pin. I'm being problematic this morning. I made the mistake of clearing off the desk or my table next to my desk. He now thinks of it as an invitation to knock everything down. It's a little bit, a little bit. You got in a couple of days, you get to meet friends. He's met Annie. He's not fond of Annie. She's been here before. Just make sure. I just need them to make sure they're on top of taking her out so she's not just in my house. She's been doing that a lot, mainly because they're not paying attention. But yeah, well, that's when shit's real. This is not even funny. Each one of these signifies a cover that I have to do. So I've got all these covers plus all these papers. Oh my god. What's going on? Yes, I'll be excited. But I need some new stuff. Please, be nice, Leo. It's cold out today. Oh my God. Yes. Yay! Hey, got your own. Indeed. It is awesome. Although it's like, oh my God, I was so reactive and puffy that day. It's not funny. Like I could see just looking at my camera on here, my poor face was so puffy today. But okay. Do you really have to flop that hardcore? Tumble down. Yeah, cool. It is. He's such an attention warrior. It's like, oh my goodness. So much. Much as I love Patty forever. And let's go get food now. You mean you must human? We can't just be cat cutter all day long. I so want to just cut out my overalls and sew those today, but I have so much other stuff to do. Mhm. And I'll be over here. Right here. This is my way to have fun. Given I can't, given I have to wear diapers, I get to have fun by making fun colors. I don't know why I'm folding these this way, but I am, so let's go. They're just gonna go over there and take it opened up and stuff. I have a very hard time justifying buying the prints a lot of times for the covers because they're double the price most of the time. However, this batch of prints, I got each of them for $5 a yard, which is like one third the normal price. Normally they're about 18 to $20 a yard. So I can't like it's $10 a yard for a plain color versus $20 a yard for a print. And it's so hard to justify buying a print. But the one company I've been waiting for this fabric for forever. She loved this one. And they had a sale. And I'm like, okay, I bought like I think 8 or 10 of them. And so it was a really good deal. They don't often have new ones though, so if I need more, we if when I say we, it's because my partner is my caregiver and they help me out a lot with this stuff. But we are we've been doing cloth almost exclusively for a while. Now we are doing a mixture because I think we've got it down. Like I'm not horribly reactive to diapers like I was for a little bit, but I get that way if I don't take breaks. So my goal is to do cloth diapers at home. And then, like, if we're gonna be out for the day, like doctor's appointments and stuff, we do disposables just so that we don't have to deal with messy cloth diapers and things like that while we're out and about. Because you have to rinse them and all that jazz. So carrying around a wet bag of poopy diapers is kind of gross, especially with an adult. They're so much bigger. Like if I was a small adult, that'd be one thing. But I am not a small adult. I think there's more. Yes, there should be. Oh, I forgot about this. I hang on, I know there's more in here. Let me know. Okay. There should be one, two, three, four, five, six over here. Seven. I don't know. Where's the other one? I think that's all of them. I don't know. We'll find them. My plushie's also over here. I need to really get repairing him. This one I used to have a diaper out of this. I made the wrong size, so I tried fixing it, and it did not work very well. So I finally just bought more fabric. and uh, did that again. Alright, so just pulled these up. So these are discontinued from Reefers. They did not have that much success, and I may buy some more of these if they are decent for what I need them for. Um, they are they're considered a flat, uh, but these are on sale for like 15 bucks for the 2 pack or something like that. But I wanted to kind of see how they crank up and everything. They're very large because they're meant flat diapers are meant to be folded so that you can obviously use that for absorbency. But these are giant, right? They may be able to cut them down and use them as like a quick absorb layer in mid ice. They smell so chemically. I don't think this would actually fit me as a diaper in all honesty. Right. Leo, can you stop? This was just one of the ones Rears did. I love these for like a quick absorb layer, but I also kind of wanted to see how they would work as like a most of the absorbency in it, you know? So one of the main reasons we have switched to disposables sometimes is I was having trouble finding something would work through the night. Cloth wise, I have to have such high absorbency at night, and I'm trying to figure out ways to boost that. But we, disposables are so expensive, right? They are, this is a lot to deal with from an adult for an adult when you're out and I do a lot of doctor appointments, so we go to a friend's house and so it's like I need to not be doing a bunch of things. That's it's for them. It just gets to be too much. If I was just like bladder incontinent, it'd be one thing, but I am also bowel, so it's just a whole hassle of a thing. And I'm also on diuretics, so I do a lot of peeing throughout the night, and I have to have something that's gonna be quick and hold. Even with disposables, we typically have to change in the middle of the night. Otherwise, we did last night. I wake up to a diaper that is so saturated it cannot hold anything. And for me, my bladder thinks when gravity hits, it just goes. So you can't just not. All right, we're going to make the move over here. Hopefully, maybe my body will cooperate today and I can get something done. If I can get a little bit done, but I really don't want to have my feeding tube though. It's driving me crazy today. Did I already get 2 diapers? No, this is the diaper I need, right? Yeah. And these will all end up dyed. Whether I've tie dyed some, um, I'm not sure if I'll tie dye these just because tie dye is a lot of work, but it is really good. It's fun. It's just a lot more money to do than it is to do like a bucket of Rit and dunk a few in. Although Rit, like doing it that way is so really freaking hard. You working today? Oh, yeah. I just got out. So yeah, that's what we've got. I think I've got everything ready to go. I need to see if these. Oh, that's right. Okay. Let's do it. All right. So not only do I have all these diapers to sew, I also have three pairs of shorts, I think. So one, two, or is it two pairs of shorts and a pair of pants? I don't know. Oh no, it's three pairs of shirts. Three pairs of shorts, a pair of pants already cut out, ready to sew. Um, I just have to get the pocket marking, which I need to print, but I need to clean up this first. I'm not gonna plan on doing those today, just because that's a lot. Oh, there's another covered something. Is it everybody? Okay. Well, it's I've got so much to do. And on top of this, I have to cut out more inserts. So yeah, all the things. I'm not looking forward to quitting nicotine, guys. I mean, it's more the vape that's attached to than the nicotine. I have found. Like when I went to quit last time, I did totally okay with the no nicotine. I just didn't do great with not vaping. Now the nicotine does help the mast cell a little bit, so that'll be interesting to see if that gets worse when I quit again. I have quit smoking and vaping several times. Mostly quit smoking. Quitting vaping has a few other additional benefits to it because like it does constrict blood vessels and things like that, so it can affect my vascular system, which I have to protect that heavily because of my central line and such. Yeah, it's so loose. I do need to change it. But, you know, it's what it is. Okay, so if we're gonna work on getting you guys moved over there, like, oh, should be good. So I gotta move the table, the computer, not the table, move the computer. And then I gotta move all my other stuff. I'm gonna disconnect my feeds for a minute and my drain, and we shall fix it out. Drain is crazy this morning. For those of you who do not know, I have a paralyzed stomach. Um, well, partially paralyzed stomach, and I'm tube fed. I rely completely on that for actual nutrition. I can physically chew and eat, but what I do eat typically has to be drained out of my stomach, so I have another tube in my stomach to drain it so that I can keep my sanity a bit. We're gonna go move over here to the sewing area. I gotta get it first, which is a little bit of a hard issue thing for me to do. So, welcome to the world of a disabled human being. Right now, our couch is just a mattress on the floor. We do have another couch. I hate that couch, but we're gonna be raising this one up to like couch level a bit, and then it'll be so much easier for me to get in and out of this thing. So, but that's cost money, so yeah. I need to find a pair of pants or shorts or something. Do I have anything out here? I don't, except for what's in the diaper. You gotta do that first. Okay, well, we'll do two things at once. Stretch, you purry, Leo. I get off this a minute. I turn off. Right, mood rings. We're gonna meet. Let's just quick. Someone make some. Yes, you're going to see my diaper. Right. Alrighty. Well, we need to do a thing. There we go. I can move them. And I have trouble getting my pants on myself, but I can do it. So I'm not going to sit back down because if I do that, then get back up very fast. All right. What's the word? Oh, man. What's wrong with it? Come on with me, apparently. Switch guys. Revision. Would you have stopped? You know, my God. That is the biggest annoyance for over here. Is our question is automatic and it likes to deactivate all the time. There we go. Right. Oh, does that come on then? It did. Right. We have a little bit of cleanup on this table first. Because am I using this over today? I recently bought. I try to get stick. What's right on it? I recently bought a new serger because mine died when it was moving. When we were moving here, it just somehow in the move in the shipment, it seized up and was it did not work. And it would cost me about $300 to repair it, and it cost me $300 to buy a new one. So I figured let's buy a new one. I need to redo the waistband on this. So now I actually have three different sewing machines. I recently also bought a cover stitch machine, which cover stitch machine does hemming on like t-shirts and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I do have a lot of stuff. Just this is this is insert fabric. Let's see. Oh, I need to search this. Yes, I do need to search it. All right, we're gonna get these out of the way. These are inserts for the paper. And I size up. I need to. They still need to be finished. You have to weave this little tail right here in, and such so that it does not unravel. You can into a knot and then weave it in. Is what I do. Leo, for God's sakes, just give me 5 minutes apiece. Off. Come on, dude. You clean little shit. Go find another human to clean to. Let's see how that. You should go see Chloe or I. We should go hang with one of the other four people that are currently here. Well, technically, there's only two, three, two of us, two others in the house at the moment. Can you be a good boy and like vacate my premises, please? No, you don't need to go in the pile of laundry that is behind me. Now just donate clothing. No, move, bitch. Come on, man. This is a problem as a crafter with cats. Cats have to be involved in everything. He always has wanted to be. I never get away from it. It's kind of annoying sometimes. All right, let's see. Is that all of them? I know there's six of these right here, so I gotta count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Child, you are so problematic. All right, I'm going to quickly pull up the pants. I do not like to sit in my chair without pants on. Um, I kind of got used to that because I had a leather chair beforehand. I got a new chair once we moved here because the leather chair was very old and very dilapidated. Leo, can you get off my light board, please? That is not for kitties. No. We do not sit on light boards. Come here. Down you go. Stop being a butt. Right, now I can put away all the other fabrics too. That are out here. Have that fairly shit already. Donating. For now, this is just getting in here. Bye bye. See you later. Is this a mutual diaper or is this just supposed to be stretchy? And I'm keeping those straps to make that's big and dollar. All right. Now I have some semblance of normalcy on. So I have to search around this one, I believe it was. Was this the one I needed to search? It's not related. Hmm. I know I. Then why is. Oh, it was on my chair. That's why. So I don't leak on my chair. That's why this was over here. Okay. I can go away. Okay. Trying to think of if I want to search these or if I want to. Be plugged in. Let's plug in. It's not you. Be plugged in. No, that's my machine. I know that I can sew this all with just my serger and a teeny bit of my sewing machine. Maybe. So we can do this. Here, I will be right back. I'm just gonna go grab this. I actually might put this on my ears so that, or on my headphones so that me as opposed to. Oh, my headphone over. I wanted them in my earbuds or my headphones with mm, and when he switched the device. My headphones are my headphones connected here and there. So I think that's it there. Mhm. Mhm. Let's see how this works. Okay, perfect. Right, we're gonna try. Use this audio. One mono. Roughly audio to central channel, so left and right top. Let's see. Mm, let me fix that right now. Okay, but they go down to the shop, feeding tube, and sewing stuff, and phone. Reboot. I hear you. I don't know if I have anywhere to hang you. I can people. Let's see. Let's see what we got. I think I should be able to find something to hang this up here. This is for this head. Um, I can stop opening everything a second. I can possibly hang this. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's pretty. I can do this to this. This. You know, all this here. Switch this. Um, are you the non-English books or the English books? Unless it says the non-English. I'll be awesome there. Yours. Actually, this is English. Okay, that's it. Maybe I should be able to slide this a little bit that way. There we go. Uh, I'm not this from me. There we go. That's gone great. How am I draining? Might not grab it. We'll see. My mom starts yelling at me. No, well, I knew those were around somewhere. Found some buttons, which we need. Okay, machines, here we go. I think we can use the sturger for this part a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna do it on a least favorite color first. Our least favorite item. Just to make sure that it works. I would like it to. Okay. These are the diapers, which I know can go on the serger. You know, if it's all these over here. Sorry. Everybody's doing it. And then we're gonna try it with this and see how it goes. And if it works, I think there's a few things I'm gonna still have to do on the sewing machine, like putting in my elastic. And stuff like that, making elastic casings. Well, actually, yeah, these may I wound up wind up getting partially done on the sewing machine. Excuse me. Mm. But we have a couple things we can do first with this. Like so. This part, I do not know how this is going to work, but we shall see. I've not searched EUL before, so it may be a not doable situation. We will see. I think let's move this to make sure it's staying correct. And, and that's what's going to fence anyway. So, like, fence marking ish. It's not on the level that I had nothing on it to. Yeah, this is gonna Definitely gonna have to be done on the sewing machine. That's fair. Naps are needed. This is gonna have to be done on the sewing machine. Yeah. Mm, Michelle, let's do this. I think I will then do the paper while I have the sewing machine or the serger on. Let's do what's this thread or the seam for bow. Once I get in here, I can move it. Wait, we have a seam ripper. I have so many seam rippers that I like will never need. No, although I did break one. Busy already. This is the annoying bit of chronic illness. It's just well, already. That's something I need. I should get to see my I should be on the table somewhere. Well, not the arm. Right. Well, given that we are gonna need to do that on the side machine, which I kind of wondered, I am going to go ahead and work on it like for itself. Because I know I can do this whole thing like a surgeon. No problem. All right. We're going to uh, stretch the side down, I believe. Stretch the side down. Because I have a feeling we're gonna have a little bit of trouble with this one. So we're gonna try and oh, I probably should have switched the two clips, but oh well. Okay, we're gonna try this. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna have, um, I know there's some that I'm gonna need. Well, let's see. This is just better to do on the sewing machine, possibly. I think it might be. Let's see. Like, of course, I put all my pins in, of course. Actually, I think I come out. Are you working? Uh, well, maybe we'll see. I smell that trash can. We need to. So, well, I actually might need a piece a little bit smaller. Jesus, why do I smell a bunch of garlic over here? Alright, there's something I don't like. It's actually kind of sewing this gorgeously. What is smelling so wonky over here? Let's see how this is going. Might need to pull that thread that's just, well, maybe, we'll see. You have to be very careful when searching because it will, if you go over your in pins at all, it will break your circuit. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes because it's not worked with this particular fabricant for a very long time and never these two people. It's actually doing pretty good so far. So I'm kind of impressed. It's really grab my pencils over. Wait. Wow. Why they up front? We were ready to catch yesterday. Those. Yeah. We're a little over halfway, but this is where I figured the problem would come in was on this other side. Let me show. See how it goes. And now they're all at least most of them. I don't know. I think I was planning on doing it with the other side up, but I don't. This is where I have to kind of. This is where my clips come in handy because it likes to slide on me. I should probably have grabbed my clips for this, but we're getting to the tail. I'm going to slip this clip up over this pin now. I don't care if the inside's a little bit more roomy than the outside because it's just again stuff. It doesn't really have to be perfect. It just has to lay choice. And even when I top stitch it, it's gonna be hang on. Let's do a face. This is insane. Uh, all of them are backwards on this. In a sewing machine wouldn't necessarily. It wouldn't. There's so much. It does so much. Keep a quick turn them all the other way. There we go. There's a lot of them. Pretty well. All things considered, this is the voice. Forgot. Of course. The main thing with serging this is it should allow for a better stitch along that seam, along the stretchy bits, I should say. I just pull this off. That's it. That's actually cool. Not like Ooh. Okay, that one. And that one should go together gorgeously. So there's the front, there's the back. Mm-hmm. We may actually go more on how I planned it to go. We're gonna also go ahead and do this one, I think, but I am gonna have to go grab my tips. I also need to see how much width we need to take out of this one because I don't have too much life. You want to do that? This should be the inside. Yeah. So I'm just gonna line these kind of together, especially at the front. We're gonna get these as parts knit together. These ones are a lot easier to sew together because this fabric is not so flimsy. It's a nice thick fabric, but we shall see. That will sort. Start with it. Are you the same piece as this one? Hey, I don't know about that. Maybe. You actually look so. This time I did. Oh, hang on. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This should be. It looks so little. Like I don't know if this might be the one that I had for the meeting. We'll see. Okay, now we line this part up. Anyway, that. Okay, yeah, that's this one. It should be at least. Let's double check it. Yeah, it is. Okay. So now we need to see about how much I was planning on taking off of this. And it looks like about, man, actually it won't really matter because if it's in further, I can take those by the edge, I think. However, it looks like I planned for about half inch ish. Okay. I wonder which ones I have. Where's my machine? It should be right. And oh, look, here's some foundations. So I think the swords. Let's see where's my fence from here. So this I have to see what that's right there, I think. Okay, that's the favorites. That's the three quarters. Okay. Now let's stitch it and see what I think, and then we'll go from there. Oh, it's going nicely here. Um, I don't know. Something. But yeah, this is a little off from each other, but let's also problem. Make a noise. Yeah, that's okay. realizes it's bad. If we don't do it, this is gonna end up like a sun or something. Let's see what we get. Let's try putting it together. I'll pin it into the. If we have issues, then I will switch it around. Hey. This is not gonna matter because it's gonna be stitched in. Let's see what we got about what we got here. We're gonna go for middles. For the we're gonna go ahead and then just pin it. Hopefully. Right, so we have so it's not looking for we'll just get trimmed off if this is right. It's not much anything. I also need to come some hints too, because I do not have enough hints. So like I said, to do a safe time. I need to make a black, and I gotta figure out. So I think I have some I can do it of. I'm not 100% sure. Side of here. I don't like using the pins as much because I also poke myself more. I just trying to lay this in a general idea so I can know if I need to go a little bit stricter on my seam allowance there. So now we're gonna go over to this part. This is where we're gonna issue about. Okay. Find our center. There's a center. I'm gonna land it with this one. We're gonna see. I might have to go. I think the more stretching goes down. I don't know. It's a little different with surgeries than it is. The problem with this is that we have old edges. That likes to roll like crazy. See this much on. We'll see. This is why I also like clips better because I don't get poked. I keep getting poked. Yeah, off, but that's okay. It's gonna get surged in. So long as it's semi accurate, we're good. But wait, hang on. So I might be able to a lot more moving. Let's see. So with this being the center edge, see how it goes. Give this one's much taller. I'm gonna line it up with this in hopes of works. Where's your edge? There you are. We need to fix it a little bit. There's also typically what I'd like to do the seam down the center. 'Cause that could be where it's making all the difference. So let's see. Turn the heat. I was really cold this morning. Right, too much. Right here is where you line. Let's see. I think it's going to be into the seam a lot, so I'm not too worried about this. Just want to make sure that it plays nice. Yeah, okay, now let's bring this up here and see what we got here. We definitely have extras, so I think what we can do is just let this kind of float where it may float and see what it does. I'll also want to center it a little bit. You know, you no, two, and they, well, I got one on this one. It's down here. Probably meet up right here. See what we can. It might just be a case of a load. So much wait. I am gonna kind of bump these pins down to another area. Let's see what I think I'm just gonna sew it and see what it brings. You are the what's this? You are gonna. It said naturally can push that out. Hopefully, I have to bring this in later. Let's see. Don't want to go one right away. I'm not even to see where this is. I almost just sewed my finger. That would have been the archer right there. Oh, yeah, please care where you go so long as you are within my mind. Maybe a little bit. But it's also one of the older patterns. And worried about it? The speeds of the diaper being processed so much. It's not even funny. Being able to search them. That's it. Seems one minus one plus. That's the end of the bill for it. For it. I was thinking around 10 finally to go sleep, which is I don't know what I just got bumped off. I got knocked off the table. Listening just making sure that we have the right width here. So it's not like super baggy on the inside, but super baggy on the outside. I could have avoided a little bit of this by doing a slightly smaller scheme on there. But that's okay. Like a bigger scheme, I mean. Oh, I'm not. Well, um, something a little bit here. Ow. I mixed poke myself. The noise that I mean, that would be avoided by going and getting my steps. By the way, I'm being lazy right now. Actually, all the way done. It's good enough. That's good. Yep. Those are those fun filings too. Um, they're interesting. Which I believe that means we'll have this going down there. And we switch to my sewing machine. I need to get my pin. Listen, I have so many pins on my table. It's not funny. No fun. I also have to find my list. Now I could sew part of this, part of the paper covers on here, but I'm not gonna bother. That's just a lot more work that my brain needs to do right now. That went well. I may or may not use my cover stitch machine for the top stitching. We shall see. One of these days I'll have it all set up. So I have all three machines out at once, and I'm just like rolling back and forth between them. That'll be really fun. Okay, we're gonna have to put this down. I probably should do some cleaning up here. Maybe. Just maybe. I don't think you guys can see this. There's none. Oh, there's my steamer. Do I have a brush in here? Is the question. Yes, I do. If I find that, I don't think this brush is enough. So we need like let's check it out then. That is very dusty. I know this part comes off as well, but that part doesn't come off. Okay, this thing is. Um, this says that this is disengaged because I'm stuck. Okay, but this is where we gotta get all this. This is where I usually actually get an actual paintbrush out and do this because there's so much dust in here. Shit, why aren't you going up? My right, please. Well, release my. I finally get you put down here, baby, and let's bring up the sewing machine. Good. A little bit. Well, you're not on. Right now, I gotta plug you in. If you want to go, there is the cord. The sewing machine has a different plug. I really wish it was kind of more universal, That'd be great. I gotta go find where my other is for this, and then I gotta go grab my clips, which are right over there. This should be this thing there. Let me go grab where is my press record? Anyway. Oh, I don't know. Um, I gotta oh my god, because I have to move. Oh wait, it should be right here for that. That's for my old sugar. I figure out where I put the passes for the slot machine. It's around here somewhere. Because it has to be. I'll use it. So I'm gonna turn off this heat. I'm gonna turn on the heat. Because it is fucking warm. Very, very warm. Okay, just a minute. No, you don't need to go on. It is. So that's what I do. I heard something go poof. Mhm. Same looking. This is very confusing to my brain. Okay, plug that in there. We'll bring this paint. What did I just put? What did I do? Oh, I also forgot to grab the elastics. That's what I forgot. That's the right face. Okay, we're good. Let's figure out where my quarter-inch elastic should be. So, play this. Now this is not knit elastic, so I might have to get some of this before I do my. Are you needing a ballpoint needles? I think. Bear with me. I'm sputtering. Normally, this one does not work great for my covers, like stitching it in, but I can do it for the diaper. Um, boom. I have a problem. I'm missing something. Okay. I don't see any ballpoint needles in here. I think the one I have is ballpoint, but I'm not totally sure. But we shall see. It will become very quickly known if it's a ballpoint. Okay, so this little dude I have to trim down to something right over here. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of line it up. See? Well, I think, yeah, it lines up really well with it. So doesn't really matter with this because it's really easier than all of those. I'll just use this. I just kind of need to make it sort of right there, even-ish. I can also pull this like up. Let's be full secret. It does not have to be exact. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be exact. So where was going on? Hang on. You know, I need to get a camera so you guys can kind of see the angle I'm working. But don't worry. Eventually. So we're gonna just do this really thin. Actually, I can fix it. Let's make this idea for this clip holder, and I'll show you in just a minute. The snap container. Lifted, hold it. Right down here. I should do that a little bit extra. It only has to fit a little bitty. See that also again, right? Okay. Let's see number five. Let's that off right there. Right. Okay. Alright, so actually what I may do for this is just I'm gonna do no it's you know I can do this in an all-in-one kind of type of motion, but I think basically what I'll do with this is I'll stitch it from a little over a quarter inch over there. I'm gonna have to pull that in a teeny just I actually need to see what's yeah, this is a stitch to wait. Yeah. Um, if you can I have a walking thread here, which will help keep everything in place. Oh, okay, so you actually are a taller on that side. Okay, none of me like that. There. So we're gonna go in from this point. Now go back a little bit, and I'm gonna tack this into place right here. It's on the inside, so it does not matter. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of a tack stitch thing, so that it does not unravel. Alright, go on the side the same. This one's actually as the other side is. No, make sure everything looks good over there. Yep. I don't. Oh, yeah, we have a little right here too. Maybe me. It's already open. Sorry, I mean, oh, did not mean it. All right. Yeah, yeah, I forgot to plug you back in. Okay, this one's ready to go. I'll probably do them kind of together, just because it's a little bit easier to do some of my stuff. Makes it like my feeding tube, but I'm still not one feeding tube. Where there we go. Fine. People continue short. Comments to short. But let's check this one. This one should be a little bit better as I get cut out together. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do a little tic tac. Let's tic tac this one. I'm gonna do a teeny bit here. Just so we are well into that spot right there. The other side on it. Sort of lighter. A little whiter. Right, trim everything and call it with we're gonna go tax it. This we're done. I think when I switch elastic we're using, this will be a more conducive. Because then I can just use the third row along the whole dang top instead of doing a dip. I forgot to tack that down on one. It's gonna get top stitched anyway. Oh, goodness, I don't think it's supposed to be a secret. No, this one's gonna be too here. Wait, sorry, this one. Although I don't have much of a choice because we don't have as many favorites. Exactly. It's just nothing bad changing around with songs stuck in my head. You are really great. That's what I can hear you. It's kind of the bane of my existence, but there's not a ton of options right now. Um, as far as what I can use. Um, with Joanne's clothing and such, it's all where to get the cheapest. And I'm kind of trying to go as cheap as I can with these. Let me go down. So notice that started a little further. I don't feel some. It's more extra. I really just need to remember to 5 minutes fine. So this is seems challenging. Music on a break. So can't show the covers of the searcher because it gets wonky donkey. I did do on the end of this with the searcher. Diaper. The bananas are getting. I was gonna say it might be banana bread time or smoothie time. Or both. Ew. Banana bread shake. Ew. No. Banana bread in this milkshake? No. It's not the right texture for that. People put brownies in. Yes, but that's a whole different texture. And chocolate is very different. It would come out like a poke cake, but you just douse it all in it. You're not wrong. I mean, if you could technically do a banana poke cake, but you'd have to do like. How's the cake? It's going good. You just got a massive handed to us. Like those one or two people that stayed on. And so a hole and a piece off. Whoops. Well, we dug ourselves a hole. Well, you are a little bit. You're still like level 1. Cleric. One. Yeah. How'd the cleric go down? Over the wizards. Wait, are you a wizard? No. Well, I stay the fuck out. Hey, what's the difference between a wizard and a fucking warlock? Wizards have way more spells, way more squishy, so they can't remember things like that. Warlocks, they're still fairly squishy, but why do you? So why do you always play the squishy characters when you actually like to be the fit person? Playing that person is. I'm playing warlock sorcerer common. God. Because they both run charisma. Because I'm like spells. I want to do a spell. See, I'm just a let's go and beat that person. Yeah, which is why you would do double paladin. That's why I play paladin when I play. I'm just like, no.
Ah, my headphones just died. And can you go grab my headphone? It just died on me. Chloe. Can you go grab a headphone? Help! Are you talking sliced ham? Like lunch meat? Yeah. Did we get lunch meat ham?
Yeah, I did. I don't know where it is though.
Given you're the only one that's touched it, that is your fault.
It should be in here. But where?
I unknowingly need to get J.G. Wentworth out of my head. Can you go grab my headphones that are over there, please? Man, one just died.
Over where?
Over there, somewhere in the bed, is the headphone case. Just use your eyeballs, for God's sakes. You don't usually. It should. It's over there. Just look. because I'm hoping somebody didn't leave it out.
Wait, you didn't bring the headphones case up.
I didn't.
No. Oh,
I'm 99.9% sure I did. Did I bring it over here and I just didn't see it? No. Okay.
that would be a negative. You did not. It's right here.
Oh. I brought it, I'm thinking last night. There we go. Oh, it's so weird when I switch ears. Did you guys lose the meat?
Yeah, we did.
Then that means it's probably. Do I need to go over there and look?
If you go over and look and find it, I'm going to ship this off.
I will find it.
Guy's coming.
Kai is coming to look. Can you pause my feeding tube though?
Yeah. Ooh, hello, I almost hit you in the head.
You did not. That can is giving me very big annoyance. Okay. I was gonna say, is there any left is the question.
There should be. I didn't eat all of it.
It is. There's a fuck ton of meat in here, by the way.
I'm aware. Or put in the freezer. I'm gonna end up cooking that sausage before game day comes up because it's been frozen and thawed
Why
again.
don't we ask somebody if they have had him? Do you look in the freezer?
Why would it be in the freezer?
Because
We have pig in the freezer, not that tight.
oh, we should have taken that apart first.
Oh well.
Back.
It was starting to turn gray, so I was like, oh shit. Let's
Okay.
get that on
Don't
ice.
ever put that much in. It is very easy to break it apart and put it in a bag.
Okay.
Easy.
Now we already know what time it is.
But I'm gonna say you guys probably finished it off. If it's not, I'm not seeing
Yeah,
it.
I'm not seeing it either. So it's probably MIA.
It probably got finished. Would be my guess. Unless somebody put it in a cupboard or something like that.
They give her a small piece of chicken.
Oh yeah. No problem.
You want a small piece of chicken? No. Yeah. Hey, buddy.
I'll be shocked if he lets you just sit at a small piece of chicken. Because he wants it all. Okay, I don't like doing the off and on thing all the time, but here we go. Okay. I would say ask Violet if she finished it or something.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it got moved somewhere. And it's rotting.
I hope not.
Unless it's somehow in the mini fridge.
I actually checked. I checked the mini fridge.
Did we check the mini freezer?
Yeah.
Just because I know we're all neurodivergent as fuck and we do the things.
No, although I do have ice cream in my house.
My pants are falling off every time I get the whatever. Okay. Now we begin this process. This process is mildly annoying. Because I gotta make sure I don't catch the other side in this process. It's so annoying. Because, alright, so about there is good. I just like to sew this at a slight stretch because otherwise it doesn't stretch later on. This is Leo, you don't need to beg, my guy. Oh, you're eating something. Okay. Okay, now we do this side. Okay. Ba-dum. Ma, thank you. Ping-pinging on me. I'm gonna have to listen to music to get that out of my head. Because now it is just sitting, pinging around in my head. I hate when okay, there's one. This is the tiresome part of night work because it takes the longest and it's the most finicky. I'm not looking forward to this one, I will say that right this second. I hate sewing this shit. I absolutely hate it. But gotta do what you gotta do. I'll just do it slow. Pull that one off. My hurt. Okay. I also have to kind of. This one is just really flimsy and annoying. So I just have to kind of keep an eye on it. Alright. I'm also. I do not give a shit. I am sewing it with fucking white. I am not changing my color of thread. One fucking second. That would just bug me. there, but it doesn't really matter. It's on the side. Okay. There we go. The hard part is done. I will probably change up how I'm doing this next time, just because it's a lot easier to do this all with just like one fell swoop type of deal, but we'll see. Pushing my machine further away. I hate when I do that. Now we'll get to test out this actual bigger pattern and see how it goes. Inhale. I'm probably going to go through here and like trim these when I'm done, but I don't know. Let's see. That's why that was weird. Hopefully I can finish this whole thing. Now we do the shit. Now we'll do this part. This is the best part. The turning it. Seeing what it looks like on the outside. Huh. Looking good so far. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna top stitch with this machine. Probably we'll just top stitch it with this. The benefit to the cover stitch machine though is that it's just really slick looking, but at the same time I don't know. I'm definitely gonna probably next time make these a little bit longer, just because they look funky that way. But that's okay. Okay, it's just a really short wing, and I don't know if I'm gonna like that. That's one reason I made this. I just did one this way, and I will go and try it. Oops, I may not want to stress that so much. Reps. Oh, we skipped a stitch, that's why though. So, okay, I don't really care. Alright. So now what we have to do is go in and mark all my elastic points. I'm just gonna, I think we're gonna go like there. Sounds about right. Let me just match those all on the other side. Line everything up nice. And we'll go up there. Might go a little bit lower. But messy. For now, we're gonna just do it. Okay, and then we go on the front. And I usually do it within the first, like 4, I think. Yeah, we'll do 3. Just to make that a little bit. And I just mark them with all my clips. Do it in the middle of number 3, in the middle of number 3. And then I'll go through and measure all my elastics. Because these are going to be a little different than that one. I'm going to do these first. And get those in. Typically, it's almost exactly half. Slightly more than half though. Here's my front. There's some good little scissors right here. And then I that. Give him a little stretch. I think I need to redo my fitting tube back because I think we are. Yeah, I need to redo them. And then this one, I measure from here to here, a little bit extra. And then I cut it in half. I always do a little bit extra on the back one because I do have to do a funky little process. So, right. Where's my safety pins? These might be a little bit big, but we're going to go with the back ones first. Just because it's kind of easier to get that all done. But they also are pretty quick. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of pin this in place. Just so it doesn't go anywhere. I may not use black after, like, I want to have black because it's really, you know, easy to see stuff on. And it doesn't stain as easy, so. But I don't know that I'll continue with the black just because I don't know if I want that to be my, like, solid color for everything. We'll see. Okay, let's make sure we got enough stretch here. Yep, we do. And I'm going to go ahead and actually, I'm going to leave that. Where's my other safety pin? I have 2 of them over here. Okay. Oh, you're a little one. I need a big one. Shit. Okay. We'll put that in there for now. Don't pull through, please. Do not let go. I'll get really angry if you do that. Ouch. Okay, we're good. Go ahead and leave that for a minute. I grab this other one. Where'd you go? There we go. Normally, I will do this kind of assembly line, but I want to get all the elastics in first. Or at least, mostly. Because they're going to be slightly different, but not necessarily enough to make like it look different. Ouch, fuck. Poked myself. And I'll go through here and I will trim. I should have probably done that first, but I'll go through here and trim. It doesn't really matter. I'm not that worried about it. But there is extra, so I normally would trim that. Let's see. I may or may not. I don't want to get one done and show you guys. I also want to see what the new one is like. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is go through here, and we're actually going to tack this down totally. Did that on the wrong side. Shit. Pull that out of the way. Where are you? Here. Okay. So then I go and tack this at the seam point on the diaper. I gotta pull this one out a little bit more. Just so we got that pin out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and tack it right at that point. Now we're just going to pull this one through all the way to the other side. I'm going to go ahead and grab this pin over here and use it on this part because why not? Okay. And then I just lace this through all the way. Making sure I don't flip it at all. Just gonna make sure. I think I might have flipped it, but I gotta check it out. Did I? Did I flip you? Okay. Oh shit. This one won't all the way in. God damn it. I got scared for a minute because I was thinking this is the side I already sewed, but it's not. I hate when I do that. Now mind you, there's plenty of extra here, so we kind of just go, let's see, that's going to be a little bit tight. We need to make this one a little bit tighter. So they're about the same. So they're right on each other's tail, so that's actually not too bad. Alright. Now what we do is we pull these out to that point and go tack them down again. Just make sure they're past my stitch point, so that I don't sew the pins in. I have done that many times. You're gonna be problematic. Hang on. This big pin is like, I don't like this. Well, you're gonna have to. So then just go where I started. Alright. Back a stitch, back a stitch, back a stitch. There we go. Alright. Now she's probably ready to go for the next step. I really do not like the length of this wig. It scares me, but shit, that looked like it went back further. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. So now we just pull these pins up. And we go down on the next step. Leo, stop. You do not need to bury your food. Hey! Stop. Stop it. Oh, what's that side? You need this side. Where's this side? Shite. Oh, there it is. I thought it was in again. I have to go in a little bit and listen to music because it's driving my brain crazy. Alright, so now we've got our long bit, or our leg bits. And you always put the elastic on the side that you want to turn. So I always put it on the outside, otherwise it turns outside and it's weird. So what I just do is I go in, kind of do similar to what I just did. Alright. And I just told it to cut accidentally. I still have a version on and hit that. Just because I mean to hit the other button outside. Alright, now we go from the inside and we find that elastic. Make sure it's nice and not twisted. And we pull it up to this other point that I marked. Always keeping my finger kind of in that area. And then I go ahead and tack it down. Making sure it's in the right. There we go. And then that will get an additional tack here in a minute. So what I'm going to do now, real quick, just because I can, is I'm going to get this all on this side of this seam so that we don't have that. So we got my elastic where it's supposed to be. Let's try to go where it's not supposed to be. Wait a minute, did you just... Hang on, I gotta see what's going on right here. Why are you trying to flip that way? Okay, so you're on there. You're just being a dumbass. Okay. So now I'll just go through and make sure that that is on top, not on the bottom, so the elastic is over top on the seam of the white stuff, so that this diaper turns in this way instead of turning the other way, instead of turning out. I don't like when it turns out, it just looks wonky. Alright. It's not the end of the world if it does, but it's my preferred look. And I'm just securing it in the center. It's not being stitched so that it doesn't move or anything. It's just being stitched or held into that seam properly. Now this seam will be ready to top stitch when it's time. Bada bing, bada boom. I might put a little one over here, but we'll see. Alright, and next we do this side. Nope, you're the... Where is this? I have one. Where's the other? Shit. I hate when this happens. I have to go searching for it. Okay, why is there a box behind me? hiding well, okay. There's a game box behind me that needs to move, but I can't right now. So it has to wait. Okay, so this one we're going to do a little bit backwards, which is a little bit annoying on my brain. But it's not the end of the world. Alright, so right here. That. Okay, that should be good. Yeah. Okay. And I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of. I'm gonna make sure it's not twisted. Mind you, it does not have to be exactly perfect. Like, I like it to be pretty perfect, but it does not have to be exact. Alright. And you can kind of see where it sits in there, so it's... I was wanting to use knit elastic, but alas, I don't have any. And I wanted to get this done so I can make sure that I don't need to go add a bunch of pieces to these, which I have a feeling I might, but we will see. So then I just do this all the way across. The front one is really... It's easy to do if I don't lose it, that's it, that is. Come this way down. This one might get a little wonky when I do. I have to make sure I'm really careful with this because it is going to need to be a small seam so that we don't have that flippage going on, which has always been a little bit of a problem with these ones. Or with athletic looking jersey, but we'll work on it. I'm getting ping pings. This one's probably going to take a lot of flips when I finally get it going because I really want this to go properly. That, and then we put in the front elastic, which I of course have migrated somewhere. That one's easy enough to redo. Where'd you go? And, oh, it's in my lap. This one's pretty easy. this one is just really simple. It goes in about halfway through the middle of, oops, I'm gonna go back further. Oh, actually, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit further. So that now is at the 4, 3.5-ish mark. So this one's really easy. I just go in and tack. And then at this point, I'm going to go switching back to the other diaper. And we're going to get that one situated for this part as well. So I don't have to pay attention to these markings or these clip points as much because I'm going for a specific spot in the fabric that's really easy to figure out because there's literally a snap on there that marks where I need it. So I'll just have to make sure I'm getting it not twisted, which now I think I am. Let's untwist you. And then there we go. So just count 1, 2, 3, and then I do that halfway between the 3 and the 4. About. Okay. That one run a little more than half, the other one a little less than half. It really doesn't matter. This is a very easy part. That was probably the easiest part of the whole last diaper to do, quite frankly. Alright. And then I'll throw a couple clips in this. This one doesn't necessarily need the clips, it's just super duper easy to do. I also do, I can do this another way, it's called a casing. I will make a casing and then thread it through. I find that takes longer to go that way than it does the other way. And it makes top stitching really easy when I do it this way because I just, like, pivot a little bit and, yeah. Hard to explain it when you're not knowing what I'm talking about, but there we go. That one's ready to go. You need to fix yourself though. There we go. Did you switch? Did you flip? No. Okay. So, because we're to the point, we're going to go ahead and set that one aside, and we're going to switch over to this one. I think I will trim this one before I don't have my normal scissors over here, so I don't typically like to do that. I'm going to go ahead and trim. No. Okay. So annoying to trim, I may not. But there's a lot of extras, so I'm going to remove them this side. First we get all these strings off. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and trim. So where it's rolling up, basically we just trim it a little bit. These were technically supposed to be for my Cricut, but they actually work really good for thread trimming this. This one is just needing trimmed a little bit, and honestly it's not going to need to be trimmed a lot because it's just super easy. It doesn't flip up as much as the other one does. is where I would normally just use the big scissors, but I don't have them over here. They're over there. There we go. Permanent enough for my liking. Okay, and now we start with this. We'll see. Alright, so we're gonna go here. Somewhere in my stuff, I have my braided elastic, and I just don't know where it is, and I need to locate it. Because we are actually going to be out of this before too long at all. Why does that feel like it's not long enough? It is, but it feels so small compared to the last taper I just did. Okay, so those are legs, or those are back. Now we do the legs. So normally I do the legs at about the same as the back. I kind of line them up at that point. And then I go up to about here, which I think we're gonna do. And I give it another inch or so, and then I cut it in half. Just so that we have, you know, like a little bit on the end of each leg that I can use. Ideally, the legs and the back should be right around the same, but this one is working so tiny because we do here to here, and we cut her in half. Give it a slight bit more, like an inch, not even an inch, like a quarter or half. Okay, we're almost at about 15. Hopefully I'll be done with these, but I'm gonna probably close it up at about no, we'll see. Maybe I'll finish the diapers. We'll finish the diapers and show you guys. We'll at least do that. Alright. Because once I get this elastic in, it's super quick. And now I'm gonna do it the right way. I used to usually try to start from the top and go down. It's a lot easier to go top down than it is bottom, like opening wise. It's typically what I'll do. Let me get this in the right spot first. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. And then halfway. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to make that about the halfway point. There we go. That's about good. A little bit long, a little bit further, but that's okay. There we go. And let me tack that down. So taking like a 2.5, so it's only taking me like around 2.5 hours ish. But it's not too bad. If I were focusing, I could go a lot faster, but I'm not. 2, 3. There you are. You need to make sure your seam is all the way up there. Yep. Okay. Tack you in. Next is leg. So I go up to the top with the leg. Oh fuck, I forgot to. Pressure water time. I think I'm gonna have to possibly recut this. We shall see. Let's see where I kind of have this set to go. So right about there. I did not mean to grab that. So down below here. Yeah. Alright, I gotta mark them, otherwise I forget where I'm going. It looks about right, but we'll go ahead and stretch it over that again. And see if that's about right. It's a little bit long, so we gotta go in a bit. So that's perfect. There we go. Okay. We'll get the other side real quick. We'll do most awkward first, because that's going to be this one. This one is definitely smaller. I can feel that. This one is going to be a pain in my ass. You are trying to go behind that seam. No, you don't understand this side. We stay. That's it. Happy day. There we go. I will go through and add more as needed before I sew it. But, oh, actually, I might not need one. But we'll see. No, wait, I just dropped it. No, I didn't drop it. This one. This one is a much easier angle for me to do. The other side, I just don't know why it's so hard. And the cat. Can't breathe. It's just the harder part to do it. Yay! Almost there. Just two more little bits, which I kind of need to go get pins for, but it's okay. I can manage. I have pins, I just don't have pins. You know? Actually, do I have a pin in here? No. Of course I don't. Why would I do something smart? I should have gone the other way. Hold on. Like I said, we're going to pin this here. This comes right here. My tummy is getting angry, which means I gotta go potty. I get my IV going here pretty quick and take some meds, but I wanted to get this done before I took meds. I would like to sew a diaper cover, but I'm gonna need the other type of elastic for that particular one. Because that works a lot better. Where'd that little pin go? Yeah, I could have sworn I had a bigger pin over here. I don't. Well, I'm gonna have to go get something. Because I actually need this pin. Nope, that's empty. Okay, very much. gonna, at least if I'm still able to, throw these parts of the diaper cover together that are maybe the problematic bits for the other machine. We'll see. I'm getting a little bit woozy here, so I'm gonna need to think about being done before too long. But I'd really like to get these done. I'm like 15-20 minutes from being done. We are near to the end with this, so I think what I'll do here is I'm gonna put that one through. Alright. Do this as best I can. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong side. I hate when I do that. Okay, we're gonna try and see if I can do this without losing these two. If possible. We shall see. Please, for the love of all things holy, let that have worked. I believe it did. Okay, that makes my life a little bit easier now, because then I can just throw the pin on the other two at the same time. Yay. Okay, let's see here. What we're going to do now. This one through. We're actually just going to loop them in together with this one piece. Okay, oops. And make sure that pulls out of the way together. Alright. Now we just gotta make sure everything's covered. Right, and there we go. Pull that over this way a little bit. And I just need it to stretch out of the way. There we go. That's good. Now we begin the last back. I just realized, wait, did I stitch those over there? Yeah, I did, okay. Now we begin the last little bit, which is making sure all my pins are out. I have sewn them in. So now we just kind of go through and get ready to top stitch everything, which I wanted to do on my cover stitch machine, but I'm not sure that's actually going to work all that well right now. I think in the past, or in the future, if I do it, I'll figure that out. But I gotta figure it out a little bit better yet. Alright, so now we do stitch this. I do usually stitch this with a bit of a stretch to it, just because I would rather it stretches later on. This can be a little bit of a process, but we want to be able to stitch. This is where, like, I usually go through and pull this out first. I don't usually do it right now. May do a slightly wider seam next time, just because that's really narrow. little bit warbly till it's washed, but then it'll look pretty good. However, I think I might. Oh, no. Right, wait for this. Hopefully this is going to stretch properly and I don't get it snagged, because that's going to be the bad part if I do. I don't want to snag it, because snagging it means it's stuck. Please don't snag that elastic. Let's see. So far it seems so good. I could also stitch this with a little bit of a left shift if I wanted to, so that I can sew it at the right seam allowance, but it'll kick into that. So far, though, it seems like it's stretching, so that's good. It doesn't seem stuck, which is what I needed to not do. Ooh, you might have stuck it right there. And if that's the case, I'll just stitch it out a bigger seam allowance, but I might just stuck it right there. It's just that this is not the right one to stitch down properly, so we'll see. So I may just have to stitch it with a little bit of a left shift next time. I'm not too worried if it gets a little bit stuck. What I'll do next time is just do the casing ahead of time. Throw it in. Yeah, somewhere we're stuck. I'm not sure where, but somewhere. Alright. This seam is going to be a little bit wonky right here, so I make sure I get that right. You have to go a little bit wider for that one, just because. This one's not going where I want to because I stitched it further down. flip? Did I flip it? No. Shouldn't be catching that elastic at all. I hope. Please last, Bob, and I just realized that I might not. Alright, here we go. I did not do this one, so that'll be interesting. Alright. Okay. Shit, where'd it go? Oh, shit, don't say that. Okay, we need him. We definitely need to do this. Because that means my elastic stays at the right point. Come on. It might have stuck at that point. We'll see. There we go. Thankfully, this kind of pushes it over anyway most of the time. So it's not as likely to get stuck, but it can. Uh-oh. Why? Where did that? Why did we do that? That's a weird one. Where are you stuck? You're stuck all the way up in there. Yay me! My thread broke. That has not happened this whole time, which is not bad. I do need to probably switch out needles at some point because I don't think I'm using a ballpoint, but I don't know. The other reason I don't want to start a cover yet is I really need to make sure we're using a ballpoint for that. So it does not look like we got any of that elastic stuck, so that's good. Oh yeah, we have tempted to go in there and make that smaller, so we are definitely okay. Alright, I was panicking for no reason. We have like extra, like 8 minutes we gotta stitch it in. You're done.
Nope, another tea break.
I mean,
Food. Starting, so.
That was not a very long in between. Somebody had to go potty. Huh?
I ended up hungry. I asked if we could do another tea break. Thankfully, they said yes. I'll put it back. Are you streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Hello, stream.
I'm doing that right now. It's quiet. Just because I haven't been keeping up on it, it's more quiet.
What?
Because I haven't been keeping up on like the streaming like a schedule or anything like that. The algorithm is not friendly to me.
Yeah.
So it's
We'll
pretty
get you
cool.
on.
Huh?
We'll get you on a schedule with it eventually.
Good luck. Yeah. Why are we getting like this now? We are so close to the end. No, now we're gonna be a butthead. Why do you keep on threading? What's your deal? What if I need a new needle? Come on. You just have one more neighbor to do. Although you're getting low on. I don't think I have the correct elastic that I'm going to need for everything. Oops, I think I forgot. Nothing. So there's going to be some of the older size diapers in here still. Like a couple of them. So when you're doing changes, you're going to have to pay attention to that. Or when you're putting diapers together. But because the new inserts won't fit in the old diapers. They're too tall. At least let me finish this diaper before you run out of anything or break, please. But I'm not going to be sewing a new cover unless I don't remember if I brought that with me or not. Or if I sold that or something. Which I wish I hadn't. If that's the case. Because that was a fuck ton of... I'm assuming it's somewhere in the closet because I think I have that still, but I will double check. It just means I would have to do it slightly differently, but I like it. And this one is done except for snaps. I think it's about, this is the old size. Old size. It's just a little bit narrower, longer arm though because I have longer arms on it. But this one is ready to go. This one. Let me check my bobbin here. Yeah. I'm just gonna go till that's gone. Oh boy. This one has like shorter edges, like shorter wing, but longer front wing. It's the same size wing basically, but I'm gonna probably have to make it bigger for the next round of diapers. Or make it so that I sew it in first with my cover stitch machine.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna try top stitching with the cover stitch for these ones, but I just don't think it's the right option. But that's okay. But I will have a diaper that we can test out. So. Are you guys going to be wanting to do laundry today or no?
Oh, yes. I was actually wondering.
Yeah, go for it. You can plan on Sundays being your day
Yeah.
if you want. But
I only have like a blanket to wash, and then you guys are free.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, the only thing I'm going to do is run these through at some point
Yeah.
when they're done sewing. Okay. Right. I hate sewing with athletic working jersey, but it's nice. When it comes to like top stitching, this works beautifully. It lays so much nicer than microfleece does. So let's, like, this machine has a stretch stitch. Oops, I just knocked things over. But it just does not seem to stitch it as nicely, and it just still doesn't stretch. And it takes like twice the thread. So I don't like to do it like that. I do want to make sure I stretch this a little bit as I'm sewing because it does need help. Maybe I'll get the hang of how to stitch elastic with a cover stitch. I don't know. If I do it the other way, it won't really matter. Because I won't have to top stitch right there. I have to watch for when my bobbin runs out. It's going to run out at the most inconvenient time. I'm telling you right now. It always does. It's just how bobbins are. I mean, no point in sewing a garment is convenient, really, for running out of bobbin. At the end of the seam is about as much convenience. Just trying not to sew through this elastic. That is the bad part. Thankfully, I can see it pretty well, so I do need to. Stay on that 1/4 inch mark, or 3/8 inch, I mean. just so that's on top of that. I think what I'll do with the next set. Oh, my knee hurts so bad. I will probably shift that needle over to the left a little bit. But so long as that elastic stays where it needs to go, it'll be just fine. Normally I like to kind of top stitch through the seam, but that's not always a possibility. Oops. Wonky little sew right there. Yeah, it's still stretching, so that's really good. And there goes my thread again. Why are we breaking now, thread? What is the deal? What is your problem? Oh, ran out of bobbin. That's why. Okay, I don't think I have any more white thread over here. But I can check. I have, I think, that'll work. Yellow will work. I don't like pulling that back through that like that, but oh well. I'm gonna have to pull you off anyway. That's not bad, actually. I don't think it's stitched into elastic anywhere. Nope. It did not. Very good. At least I don't think it did. Did we? Nope. A little crooked, but that's okay. Nice. Okay, so this fat thread came with my machine. I don't think it's all that great, but it'll do for now. I only have like half of a diaper, so I'm not gonna fill the whole bobbin up just because I don't want yellow thread in my bobbin. Where are my scissors? I have them, but I don't. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. Oh, shit. I did not need to do that. I'm a ding dong. Come down to there. We switch it back to white. Almost done. That is a tight ass tension. Why are we so tight? You're not all the way in. There we go. Nobody's tension is tight. I'm not sure who it is. But okay. Normally I wouldn't do the switch it out mid like switch out color. However, this is gonna be inside of a diaper. I really don't give a shit. So little clip back in. Almost done, almost done, almost done. Alright. So I'm gonna put this in here. Even though it was. Almost there, guys. Oh, wait, we're only not even halfway. Fuck. I hate when that happens. I'm like, almost done. Nope. We still have half the thing to do. Well, we're on our last step. And we are basically. We just gotta get around that halfway. I'm halfway done almost with the top stitching. Don't get angry at me. Please. Just behave till the end of this project, alright? There we go. That should be decent now. Stretch this part a little bit because it does end up getting kind of broken. I knew that was gonna be up too high. She puts this up so high, and it makes it really, really hard to push that corner, or that not corner. What's it called? Edge. I think next time I will widen my serger stitch though, so that I don't have to be quite as picky as I'm being right now, because it's just a little bit nerve-wracking. Just imagine, I only have 6 more of these to go, like, or not 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like, I still have a bunch not even cut out. I also almost just forgot I was sewing elastic, and just about was like, it doesn't matter if I went in. Yes, it does. Alright, now we are past the halfway point of top stitching. Curve. A bit of a stretch. You just not be so scared that I'm going to stitch through this elastic, because it's going fine. see, I almost stitched through it. So 3.5 hours we've been streaming. I know a bunch of it was before I came over here. Oops. Let's get the elastic in there, please. Shove that to the side. I asked you not to be a butthead until I was done. You did not listen. You didn't listen to me. Why you did not listen to me? I think I need a different needle. Probably is my needle, in all actuality. That's usually the problem. I know I've sewn a lot, so I need to switch it out at some point. Yeah. Just go ahead and clip this off. Go back a couple of steps. Get that nice and there we go. I also need to remember that I'm kind of stitching a 3/8 inch seam when I'm using 1/4 inch elastic, so I should technically be okay regardless. But I am always very fastidious about my stuff, how I do this, you know. I am very on top of it. I'm definitely not like what I would consider professional, especially when well, that's not true. I am not as professional with my own stuff as I am with other people's stuff. Good news is I just stretched that and that is not stuck under there, so that's good. Making sure I stay as close to that 3/8 inch mark as I can or past, so I'm not like going into the elastic. So when I go into the elastic, I do have to go in and fix it. I don't know. But we're at the last like few inches and it's going really well. This was a better nice to me. Don't stitch the elastic. This wing looks so short. I may have to back that elastic off on the back a little bit. We'll see. Alright. Last 5 minutes. And then we have to go put snaps in it. But I'm not going to probably put snaps in on stream. Just because I don't want to have to sit here. Like 6 inches, guys. Maybe a little more than 6 inches, but only when I stretch it. Bada bing, bada boom, we're done. This one actually looks like it turned out pretty damn good. I don't really like how short that wing is, but it does stretch around really far, so that's good. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through here and clip all my threads, which are boarded right there. Like, where'd I put my scissors? I'm like, I know I had a bunch of threads from this. It looks a little strange with the yellow on the inside, but it's okay. And there we go, actually. There's one more. Yeah, that was a lot less than I thought for some reason. I'm just gonna go ahead and plug it up. And there we go, bada bing, bada boom. That one's done. Oops, one more. One set more. You got in there, but okay. Alright, this one is ready for snaps and use. Well, I'm probably gonna run it through the washing machine at some point just to really get that shook up. And this one is also ready. This one has a lot of threads that I did not clip because they. And then when I have the funds, I dye them. I typically like to dye them before I wear them, but that's not. Oh, but that is one spot where I got the elastic, possibly. There we go. I fixed that. That was a little wonky right there, but I kind of figured that one would be just because it is micro fleece and it's a little more thick than the other one. Where did that string go? Oh, I don't see one of them now. Here we go. Oh, on this side. Ta-da. All done. Now we just have to put the snaps in. This one is definitely smaller. Definitely. I do think I will lengthen the wings just for the sheer purpose of going further in on them. But I don't want them so big that I can't wear the diaper if I lose weight. So we'll see. I might make extensions for them at some point. So we'll see. Need to shave and shower. What was doing? Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it up just because I need to go lay down. Oh my god, my pain. The pain is really bad. This is the problem with crafting is it does hurt. So next time you guys see me, I probably won't have this hair. We'll probably trim it down a little bit. We're not gonna buzz it all the way. Alright guys.